Alright, on to bookcase number 2. So starting up here we have Avatar, The Promise, The Search, The Rift, Smoke and Shadow, North and South, and then we have Legend Korra Turf Wars. I believe they're all up to date. Next we have The Art of Angel Sanctuary. I think Angel Sanctuary is in my top 3 for shoujo manga. And then The Groundwork of Evangelion Volume 1. This is just like as it sounds, groundwork of Evangelion. It's all about the show, the cells that they worked on, whatnot. And groundwork of Evangelion, the movie, Volume 1, which has Asuka on the cover. And it's got her nude there. Had to cover that up, of course. We have Masakazu Katsura's art books, which is Shadow Lady, and then the left side, Lovers, and right side, which is for Heroes. World War II history book. Daisuke Moriyama, Chronicle art book, which he's the author and artist of Chrono Crusade. And we have M. This is also by Masakazu Katsura. Beautiful artwork in that. Then we have, what is this? Evangelion PS2 game art book, I think. We have retake of Evangelion retake Volume 2. Oh man, Volume 3 is going away. Volume 3. Retake Volume 4, which is the thickest. And then retake After, which is as it sounds. It's the After. I think retake was a better ending to Evangelion than the end of Evangelion was. So much better. So also back there some comics. Psychopath's art book that came with the PS4 game. What are these? Doujinshis? Yeah, I think they're just some doujinshis. Eyes doujinshi. Well, I'm not gonna get that, but Beavis and Butthead comics. We got some other comics in here. And High School of the Dead Omnibus Full Color Edition 1 and 2. Robot Volume 1, 2, because I have a duplicate, and then 3, which I love. I love the cover. It's Volume 3. It's Range Maroda, forgot his name. He does all the covers to these, which I think they're fantastic. And we have Vampire Knight, the art book. Next to that we have Yoshiyuki Sadamoto's Der Mond, which means the moon in German, art book. And then Evangelion Illustrations. This is the Udon Chronicle. And Catherine Full Body Edition, the Heart's Desires Premium Edition. So yeah, that's it for the top row. Going down here, we have Prison School 1 through 14. That's complete. I just finished this last week, and what a bad ending. At least I didn't think it was a good ending. I will say Hana's my favorite character out of the heroines, and Kiyoshi's probably my favorite male character, but yeah, bad ending. Let's move on from that. Then we have Shadow Student Council Vice President gives her all. I haven't read this yet. I only got it because Prison School. Yeah, I'm still a fan of Prison School. It was good all the way up till I want to say like the festival arc, school festival arc. It's like these 3 volumes were that entire arc. Corpse Party, Blood Covered 1 through 5. Haven't read it yet, but I like the genre that it is. It's the same as Higurashi. Corpse Party Book of Shadows Complete Edition. It's 4 volumes in 1. Another Complete Edition, 4 volumes in 1. I really liked the anime for Another, so it's like a mystery horror If you're into mystery horrors, definitely check out Another. Corpse Party's good too. And then we have Oh My Sweet Alien. I have not read this yet. It's still unopened. I got it for I think like $6. Down here we have Batum, volumes 1 through 25. So Yen Press pissed me off again with this. Like I said, I pre-ordered it in August because it was supposed to come out in November. Then it got pushed back to February, early February. And now I got an update last week that it's not coming out until March 31st. So basically April is when I'm going to get this. The last volume came out in July, so it'll be like a 9-month before they release the last 2 volumes, which is volume 26, Light and Dark. But yeah, I can't wait to finish Batum. If you like Battle Royale, this is a series that you'll enjoy. It's about people put on an island that have to kill each other with bombs. Moving on, we have Black God, volumes 1 through 19. I think this is an underrated manga. If you've seen the anime, I would suggest picking up the manga because the manga's better, in my opinion. Although it kind of ends the same as the anime, even though when the anime ended, the manga was still going. I think it was at like volume 12 or something. Moving down, we have Higurashi When They Cry, volumes 1 all the way to 26, which realistically, I think this is like 38 volumes. These are 2-in-1s. Also another mystery horror. So if you like Another, check this out. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. The anime's out. There's 3 seasons plus like a 4th OVA season. Only the first season's dubbed though. Goblin Slayer, volumes 1 through 3. Watched the anime and enjoyed it, so decided to pick up the manga. If you're into like fantasy, berserk type of manga, pick this one up. Star Wars Lost Stars, I have not read it yet. I like Star Wars, I like manga, so how could I go wrong? Then we have Shonen Sample, 1 through 3. I enjoyed the anime, so I decided to pick up the manga. It's pretty much the same as the anime. I will get more, only because I want to continue where the anime left off. Down here we have Erased, volumes 1 through 8, technically, and then Kai, or Ray, I forgot what it's called. What's the last final volume called? Ray. Yeah, so this is complete. I really enjoyed the anime. It's another kind of fantasy mystery. It's about a guy who could travel back in time to his body in the 1980s. I believe the manga and anime take place in like 2003, early 2000s. And then it goes back to 1984 or something like that. Think of it like Butterfly Effect, manga style. Higurashi, Demon, Expose an Arc. This was very lackluster for me. I read it all. Wasn't anything special. I only picked it up because it's part of the Higurashi series, and I love Higurashi. Scumbag Loser. I think this is like a grotesque kind of horror. It's like just look at that cover. What does that tell you right there? My type of genre. And then moving on, we have Ubel Blatt, volumes 1 through 11. That is complete. I just finished volume 9 tonight, so I just need to get 10 and 11, and that'll be over with. Everyone compares it to Berserk. Kinda, I can kinda see it, but not really. Berserk is so much better than this. This is okay. From what I've read up to volume 9, it's okay. If you're into like medieval fantasy, then yeah, go for it. It's pretty solid so far. I haven't read the ending, so I don't know how it ends yet. Then we have Toyo Game, volumes 1 and 2. I need to get the last volume. This looks like a horror mystery manga, and it's one of my favorite genres, so I picked it up. I'm gonna get volume 3, then I'm gonna marathon it. And then we have Smokin' Parade, volume 1, by the same artist and authors of Dead Man Wonderland and Eureka 7, the manga. Down here we have Akame Got Kill, volumes 1 through 15, so that is complete. I loved the anime, so I had to pick up the manga. I haven't started reading it yet. I will soon. I might rewatch the anime and then read this again, because I know this is going to be different than the manga or the anime. I didn't like. Hold on, the anime ending was okay. I'm hoping that the manga ending is better. Then we have Akame ga Kill 0, volumes 1 through 5. I probably won't pick up more until I finish reading Akame ga Kill. Sumomo Mo Momomo, volumes 1 through 12. That is complete. I think I left off on volume 9, but it was so many years ago that I'm probably just going to restart the series. It's like a comedy action with a hint of romance and drama. So if you're into that type of genre, then this is a decent read. Then we have Val X Love, volumes 1 through 3. I got this, I think I paid like $5 a volume. I got it because it said explicit content, so that right there tells me I should pick it up. It's got a lot of fan service. I haven't read all of it yet. I've only started with the first volume. It's okay. It's like an action kind of harem type of deal. On an emo, I do have volume 6 and 7 coming in the mail, so this is complete. How do I describe this series? Body swap incest. Those are probably the best terms I can tell you. It's about a brother and sister that swap bodies, but they're in love with each other, and I'm pretty sure they're full-blooded. I haven't read past the first volume, and I read this years ago. I want to say that at least 5 years ago. But once I get volume 6 and 7, I'm just going to go all the way through it. It's a shoujo, so very strange shoujo. And we have my youth romantic comedy is wrong as expected. This is the manga. I enjoyed the anime. I do want to pick up the new dub that they have of it, and then maybe I'll get more of that. Down here we have ReZero, all blotched up because I can't seem to get them in order. So chapter 1, A Day in the Capital, is complete. It's volumes 1 and 2. Chapter 2, which is Night at the Mansion, or Week at the Mansion, I have volumes 1, 3, and 5, so I just need to get 4, and that arc will be complete. Then we have chapter 3, The Truth of Zero, 1, 3, and 4. I need to get 2. I believe they're at like volume 9 or 10 right now, so that's so far the longest chapter. It's kind of similar to Higurashi, except in like a fantasy world, and it does the weird chapters just like Higurashi does. All right, moving on. Gorodore Sora Nagihara. It's a harem. I got it really cheap. I haven't read it yet. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, except it's just a harem with the explicit warning there. For $5 a volume, why not? Bloody Brat, volumes 1 and 2. I need to get Blood Lad, the complete series, because I really enjoyed the anime. This is either like side stories or something like that. I haven't read them. The Elder Sister Like 1. Yes, another explicit. I think they're at volume 3 right now. It comes out so slow, like maybe 1 volume every 2 years. Triage X, same artist of High School of the Dead. I had to look up there. Sword Art Online was Excalibur or Caliber. That is a one-shot. And then Gun Gale, Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. I still need to watch the anime before I even read this. Kingdom Hearts 2 in hardcover and volume 1 and 2. Everyone knows about Kingdom Hearts. Then we have Battle Royale 1 through 15 complete. I love this series. I've read it twice. But yeah, if you're into survival anime, people trapped on an island, little kids trapped on an island and have to kill each other, this is the one to read if you like very graphic and realistic type of death. Well, kind of realistic type of death. Yubisaki Milk Tea, volumes 1 through, it says 8, but it's technically 9. 10 volumes came out in Japan, so we're 1 volume short here in America. This is like a romance drama for guys. It's another explicit series. Shows lots of boobies and whatnot, and it's got cross-dressing in it. So it's got like all your taboo stuff into one series. The only thing it doesn't have, I think, is incest. Alright, let's move on. Remote, volumes 1 through 10. I got these years ago. I think I paid $30 for the whole series, $3 a volume. another mature series. That's why I got it. I haven't read it yet, but if it's mature and cheap, I will pick it up and eventually get to it. I think it's about the future, not quite sure. My Hime. So I watched the anime. This is like maybe a decade ago, and I really liked the anime, so I decided to go with the manga. And the manga is maybe not as good as the anime because it's so short. It is rated mature, which I like. The manga is decent. It's obviously not as good as the anime, but it's got its own type of story, and it's not bad for only 5 volumes. I suggest picking up. I'm pretty sure you can get the whole series for like $15. I think I paid like $8 for all 5 volumes. And then King of Thorn, volumes 1 through 6. The movie sucked, but I was like, it was interesting, so I wanted to expand. This is much better than the movie, I'm assuming. I haven't read it yet. It's another thing about people trapped either on an island or in a facility, and there's a disease that mutates them or kills them. I can't quite remember. I watched the movie so long ago. Then we have Lament of the Lamb. This is also complete, volumes 1 through 7. This is like a kind of like, I want to say Gothic horror, but not really anybody dies in it. I don't know, it's just a weird, dark story, and it's kind of incestuous. Not quite, though. It hints towards it. I actually liked the art. Kei Tome. She, not sure. They're a pretty good artist. So if you like kind of like dark, vampire-esque series, I'd check that one out. And then NG Life. I'm on volume 5, and I've been on volume 5 since 2014. I've not gotten past it. I have to reread the series. It's been so long since I read it. It's about a guy who remembers his past life when he lived in Pompeii, and his wife is now a boy, and his best friend's now a girl. He can remember his past life, but they cannot, and he's confused why his wife is now a boy, and his best friend's a girl. It's a shoujo. It was good, from what I read. It's very, very heavy in text, so it's like Death Note, where it'll take you forever to read one volume, like 2 to 3 hours. Next to that, we have Kimi Kiss, volumes 1 through 5. That is complete, and I really liked the artwork on Kimi Kiss. Like, such good artwork, I thought. So, I mean, not the greatest stories. They're all just kind of one-shots. They're about each heroine. But yeah, Kimi Kiss, I got them pretty cheap. I think $4 a volume. Then we have Dot Hack, not Triple X, Quadruple X. Haven't read it because it's volume 2. Oh, alright, moving down the final row here. We have Moon Phase 1 through 9. That's not complete and never will be. I really liked Moon Phase anime. Watched it over a decade ago now. I think 2009. It's been a long time. It's about a Lolita vampire girl. And a 24-year-old, 26-year-old, I forgot how old he is, meets her, and I guess they kind of hit it off. I don't know, it's been so many years since I've read it. The manga is, I don't know how many volumes in Japan, but it stopped here at volume, I think, 13 or 14 because Tokyopop went out of business. Then we have Dean Angel, volumes 1 through 13. Volumes 1 through 13. We also will never get the rest of this because, like I said, Tokyopop's gone. Also, Yukiro Sugisaki, she never finishes anything that she starts. I think there's at volume 16 in Japan. She just picked it up again after like a 10-year hiatus. This was my favorite shoujo for a long time. The art is amazing. But because it's never going to end, and I don't think we'll ever see an ending, it's dropped down to like my 8th favorite shoujo. And I think I only like 8 shoujos. So that tells you that about that series. Then This Ugly Yet Beautiful World, volumes 1 through 3 by Studio Gainax. Same people who did Evangelion. The anime was good. I thought it was decent. I watched it also like 11 years ago. So I decided to pick up the manga. And the manga is okay. You know, I mean, the anime is only 11 or 12 episodes, so this kind of fits it all. Planet Test Volume 1, the Tokyopop edition. I do have the complete editions by Dark Horse, up on my Dark Horse bookcase. Chobits, Volumes 1 through 8. This is the only Clamp series I like. I think their art is not that great. Chobits was good for art.
but overall I don't like their character designs. Chobits was unique with the whole Persicom, you know, you can marry a robot girl 100 years from now because it takes place in the future. The anime I heard wasn't that good. I never actually watched much of it. I read the whole manga. This was actually the first manga series I read all the way through, and that was in 2003 when I was like 12. And then the final series down here, Love Hina 1 through 14. There's not much to say about Love Hina. I think everyone knows about Love Hina. It's one of the first authentic manga in America where it was printed right to left in its natural way. Yeah, this is probably my third manga series I completely read through. So Chobits and Love Hina are my very early years into manga. And that is it, guys. Tell me what you think of Bookcase 2. It's all Yen Press and Tokyopop, except for that little 7 Seas section right there. But yeah, the next two bookcases are Dark Horse, 7 Seas, Kodansha Comics, Vertical Comics, Korean manhwa, miscellaneous hentai, and anime. So, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you next week for the next video.